Hey everyone, Akshay Rashikaran here, and today I'm going to tell you what is consulting all about. After learning from some of the best consultants, one of the world's highest paid consultants, and after helping so many people across different countries, I will show you in a very simple way. Keeping things simple is the most important thing, and I believe in one thing: simple living, high thinking. And let's get started. A lot of people have lot of myths. I'll be breaking down every single thing and keeping the foundation and the core thing, the most important thing, the most important things. Let's get started. What is consulting all about? A lot of people think consultants are the people who come from Harvard, Stanford, and IIT or IIM, having that PhDs, MBAs with the gold certificates and all those things, okay? And that's all crap, what people think. Actually, in a simple terms, if I want to tell you what is a consultant is nothing but a person who gives expert advice to a person, and that is what consulting is all about: sharing his experience, knowledge to the person. And if I want to make it much clearer and much simple, a consultant is anyone who takes a person from a current situation is where that person is right now, to the desired situation, the dream state, the desired, the end goal. And if you have already reached that desired state, now you can show that person from how he can go from here to here. Example, you have gone from Australia to USA. Now suppose someone from Australia to USA wants to come, you will show them the exact path, which you have already done it. You just have to show them the path, and that's how people hire consultants. And as simple as that. And a lot of people think that you need lot of degrees and certificates to prove yourself as a consultant. These are all myths. Okay, without degrees and certificates, you can still become a great consultant. And in fact, my mentors earn way more money, 10 times, 50 times, 100 times more money than a normal MBA graduates and PhDs. And don't just think about you need more and more degrees to earn more. That's all myth. We live in 2021. And the second meaning was the true meaning of consultant is all about taking a person from current situation to desired situation, sharing your expert advice. It can be anything. Just you have to take a person from a point A to point B. And a lot of people think you must know everything. It's not like that. Nobody in the whole world knows everything. It's nothing but you just have to know little bit more than what that person knows. You have to be just one step ahead than him, and still you can teach him. And that is what consulting is all about. And next, let's come down to a normal question which a lot of people have. Why do people hire consultants? In simple terms, if I want to tell you, consultants, why do people hire? The number one thing is people can't do the stuff on their own. Suppose someone wants to lose their weight, they don't know on their own how to lose the weight, and when they hire a consultant, he will show you exact path. Not hiring someone is some of the biggest mistakes which people can do, and not fixing that wound or mistake is much bigger problem, and it can cost you much more money. And hiring a consultant is the key. It's like having the pain, having the teeth ache, and not going to the dentist. The teeth is going to shoot up, and afterwards if you do it more late, even the teeth should be removed if it is in infected with bacteria, germs, right? And hiring is more important. That's why people hire consultants, because they can't do the things on their own, going from a current situation to the desired situation. Whereas a consultant, a proven mentor or a guide, will show you the fastest way how they can go from current situation to desired situation. And second thing is a consultant is an expert, and he will show you fastest results, how you can go from here to here. What is the one thing which everybody on the planet have seen, no matter where you are from, India, USA, Africa, Australia, Finland, doesn't matter where you are. Right now I have clients from so many different countries, and I'm showing you exact path. It doesn't matter. Everybody have the same time, same energy, and same resources. And if you want to grow, right, you just have to identify what is that it takes and what you are good at, and just show them the fastest results. and a proven person who has already done it, instead of you trying to reinvent the wheel. Asking a consultant is the key. And the third most important thing is, when they have already done it, they have a proven path, like a map, like they have already defined it. They know how to climb the Himalaya mountains or the Mount Everest. Like, you need not reinvent the wheel. Reinventing wheel is something like foolishness, like thinking like I am going to invent the next bulb, right? Like thinking like, why should I model whatever bulb is there? Reinventing is something like foolishness, and it will take you years and years and years of efforts. Instead, follow the path map, just like a GPS. A consultant is nothing but he shows you the GPS exact path, how you can reach to the destination in the shortest amount of time. Just like physics, we all guys must have learned in the school, like displacement, taking from initial point to final point in the shortest amount of time, velocity, all those things, right? And basically now, like, we understood like why people hire consultant is they can't do the things on their own. They want like faster results and proven path and plan, and that's why people hire consultants, because they wanted quick and faster results. No one want to do like do a trial and error for like 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. Time is super short. They just want to save their time, energy and money, and that's the main reason people hire consultants. I hope like you guys are now super clear about why do people hire consultants. And the next question, like, which usually like so many people had asked, what is like consulting classified into? And I'll show you like what are like different consultants and who are these people. The number one is like management consultant. The management consultant, like some of the highest paid consultant, the Boston Group, and like they're highly skilled, like super professional, and they're like the top notch, the top dogs, like who have scored like very great marks, like center more than 95% or 90%, the toppers of big universities. These companies hire them, and they average more than like $100,000 to $200,000, and some experienced people make even more than $1 million a year. And second is like corporate. The people who works as a consultants in corporates, like example, like corporates means like software companies, B2B, it's all like B2B, business to business, like Amazon, and like great companies, Google, and they're all like having a great job, and they just work in a company, in an organization. They get a huge payroll, all those things. And the third thing is like independent consultant. I think like most of you guys who are watching this are like independent consultants. Independent consultants are the people who build their own business, their own systems. That's how like they can control their time, energy and freedom, like travel freedom, money freedom, all those things. Independent consultant is someone who just starts his own business, who has his 100% control about what he has to do with his business, whom he wants to help, when he wants to work, all those things. And an independent consultant is nothing but sharing your own advice to your niche audience, to a specific group of people, and helping them get results much quicker and faster. And that's what it's all about, independent consultants. And in 2021, as I was checking like the Google Trends, there are like so many people evolving as a consultants. Now is the trend to catch it early, because people want to learn from doers. If you have some great knowledge, if you have good expertise, people are ready to pay you. And it's all about, you just have to identify what is that 1, 2, 3 skills, what you're very good at, and becoming specialist. Because a generalist doctors earn like 10 times, 20 times less money than a specialist, whereas a brain surgeon, he just does like few operations a week, and he makes like 10 times, 20 times more money, more respect, everything he gets. Just have to analyze, become good in one thing. It is not so easy to become good in 10 or 20 or 30 different things. It's all about just getting started with one thing, become very good at one thing, then go to the next thing. And that is what consulting is all about, helping people. And it's like the most noblest profession, just like doctors. Like people tell lawyers is the best noblest profession, and second is like teachers, and consultant also is like the modified version, right? Like just like a teacher, like instead of you going to school or like college, you just help like independent, working from your house and helping like your dream clients, dream customers, solving the biggest painful problem what they have, and by doing that, like, you get whatever you the proportionate of the problem you solve. And it's always said you will be paid for the proportionate of the problem you solve. The bigger the problem you solve, the more money you're going to make. It's all about you identifying what is the problem which you're solving and whom you're helping out. The bigger the specific market you go, the more money you can make. And it's all about identifying the niche and helping them out. And that is what it's all about, different types of consultants and how they work, where they work. And the next thing is I'll be telling you about evolution of a consultant. Evolution of a consultant, just like human beings. Human beings were once upon a time apes, then monkeys, chimpanzees, and then like finally we have become like humans, like in 21st century, just like you and me guys, right? Like now this is like the evolution which happened like step by step. See, no one can directly jump from class 1 to like 1 year to like 20 years. You just have to go like step by step. Of course, by having great mentors and great coaches, you can speed up the process super fast, but still like you have to go like step by step. The number one first most important thing is done for you service. Done for you service is nothing but you basically do it for the client. Like you help them. Like example, in a simple terms, if I want to tell, like website building, like if suppose someone asks, like you just identify the local businesses, gyms, or like whatever it is. You identify what is the problem they have, and you do the website and give it to them, right? Like done for you service. You do everything and give it for them, and you are experimenting and you get them the results, and they're very happy. Done for you service. Like after like you have done it, like done for you service for your own self as well as like others. Then slowly, once after you have mastered that craft, then you are going to go with done with you service, which is like level 2. Like first one is done for you, done for you, like done for you, and second one is done with you. Done with you is nothing but like 50% of your work the client is doing and 50% of the work you will be doing. Suppose your example, like if you're building the website, like 50% of information the client gives you, he will tell you like what you have to post, what is the blog article, everything he'll be telling you, and like you just post it. Like 50% of the works you will be doing and the next 50% they'll be doing, right? It's like 50-50, and that is why it is like second the best. Okay, the first is it's all like step by step, done for you, done with you, and the third thing is one-on-one coaching. One-on-one coaching is very noble and nice, and you just after like you have helped, you have mastered the craft. Now people around the world, now they know like you have already done that, you already have results. You have a see, you don't need like a million people like you must have helped or something like that. If you have already helped like at least 3 people or like 5 or 10 people, okay, 10 people, then you have a strong proof of concept. Now there is a demand and supply. As a consultant, as the demand increases, like the more people want to just take your advice. Now what you can do is one-on-one training, where instead of you trying to do everything on their own and giving it to them, you just tell them, you guide them how to do, and they are going to build the website or whatever it is. You just give them the advice, they implement, and they get the results. And that's more simplest, and that's how when I was in my 2018, 2019, I was doing all those things, one-on-one, helping people. And then once after one-on-one, then the next best is like group coaching. Group coaching is, now there was a glass ceiling in one-on-one, like talking to people, human to human interaction, but it is nice, but it's not scalable. At a time you can't talk to like 10, 20, 30 or 50 or 100 or even 1,000 people, and that's why group coaching came. Like group coaching is nothing but like instead of you talking to one person on a Zoom call or anything, you can bring like 10 people, 20 people or 30 or 50 people, like on a Facebook live talking, like people will be asking questions at a time, 100, 200 people can ask questions and you can answer. And you are doing the same thing as a teacher or a consultant, like you are teaching, you are sharing the information, knowledge, whatever you have got, not just to one people at a time, like 100 people you are talking. And that's the power after like online marketing everything came. Once upon a time, if a teacher wants to teach in a room, there'll be hardly like 5, 10, maybe 50 or 100 people. We can't like fit like 1,000 people. course, like if you want to fit like 1,000 people, you have to have arranged like a big auditorium or a ground. Now due to online, everything is like so fast at your fingertips. Like people can operate the whole consulting business with having a team of less than 5 or 10 people and still make like multiple 6, 7, 8 figures revenue. And that's why it is so important to identify the problem and solve the problem. And that's how group coaching was. And after group, the best and the last, and it's like infinite scalable model is like online courses. It's all like step by step. You just can't cross directly from done for you to online program. You just have to come like step by step. Do first like done for you service, then done with you service, then one-on-one coaching, then group coaching. Then once after you have a solid strong foundation, you understand every trick and trade of the game, and literally you can answer anything to that customers or the people who are present in that niche about telling them how they can go from current situation to the desired situation in the least possible time. And that's how like you build an online program. Now after having a super strong proof of concept and the foundations, you jotted down everything in a simple way and you just record it once and like you put it online. Now you just have to bring more traffic and people, and one time effort can impact not just one, not just 10, not just 100, not just 1,000, not just 10,000, 100,000 people or even a million people. And it's the most scalable business model on the planet Earth, and that's how powerful it is. It's like one time efforts, one time work, and you can just share your knowledge, information, which can make a world a better place to live, and so that more people can impact other people's lives by making a world a good place to live. At the same time, sharing as a doer, right? Like a lot of people go to schools, colleges. Of course, schools and colleges are good, but if you really want to learn business, or like if you really want to learn anything about business or anything it is, and now the trends are changing. People want to learn from doers, people want to learn from consultants, people want to learn from people who preach what they do. You can't learn someone who is sitting in library, ask him how to make $1 billion. Of course, he has like lot of theoretical knowledge, but if you really want to learn, you just ask a billionaire, right? And it is as simple as that. Always identify the person whom you want to become and whom you want to like, and that's how like you'll be able to get the best consultant, and that's how like you'll be able to focus, and that's how like evolution of consultant happens. And a quick recap, and I'll be telling everything what I covered in like 2 minutes. Like we learned everything about the myths, what people had about consultants, people thinking like you need like people who are a great consultant come through helicopter or like a private jet with all that suits, blazers, like bodyguards with them, and snipers keeping the guns, all those things. Okay, it's nothing like that. It's like you just have to identify what is that you are expert at and start helping that small niche or industry and helping them get results. You just share them the advice, knowledge. And second was like who is a consultant and what's the true meaning, taking a person from current situation to desired situation in the least possible time. And why do people hire consultants, and like 3 types of consultants we discussed, like management, corporate, and independent, and how much do each like consultants make, and why it is the noblest profession out there on the planet Earth, and how evolution of consultant happened, and exactly what you have to do in order to get results. And let me know what was your guys' biggest takeaway, and if you guys want to learn more exactly how you can become the best in your domain and become the #1 in your niche, just book a call below. Me and my team are excited to help you out, and if you're a good fit, we can help you scale to the next level. And thank you once again.